My name is Jeff Atchison. Noah was my nephew, and I am Cindy's older brother, her only brother. Nephew was mine. Noah was my first nephew. He had no father when he was born, and we stayed in the same house together. My sister, my mom and dad, and me. I was one of the first fatherly figures he had in his life, and he was my legacy. He ended up taking my name. It might be a name shared with everybody else, but I took it to heart. When he first decided to take the Atchison name, I was a bit of a stickler with it. I'm a stickler with a lot of things. The rules are important, so details matter to me. Him not being my direct blood descendant made me feel awkward about him actually trying to pass down the name, because to be perfectly honest, I was a little jealous because that was my job, and it had been my job since I had been able to hear it from my parents. So for a while I was a little uneasy with it, but as this kid grew, and as I walked with him in his world and all the conversations I had with him, and I know a lot of things about that kid. There was a no holds bar rule when it came to our conversations. Trust me, I sometimes wish that wasn't the case because of what was said. But I stood with him. I kept it serious, and we talked about a lot. Later on, towards his teen years, after he got the haircut and started to act a little bit more mature, which I gotta say is practically overnight. As soon as he got rid of that mop that was always in his head, it really was a big transformation. I noticed the man he was becoming, and I really feel that he grew up, and I noticed that he was a great listener. When we talked, he listened to everything I said. He took it to heart, and I really do feel that I was a good impact on his life. I really feel that I was one of those people that he can turn to, learn from, and mentor. Some of the conversations were about people, about what he wanted to do. And I implored upon him to do some things, and others to not. But he always listened, and I really respected him for that. At one time, I really noticed him becoming a man when one of my nephews threw a beanbag at my door. And when I came out, I had no idea who did it. I had the beanbag, but nothing else. Jonah and Robert were in the house, but Jonah had an alibi with Grandma, and Robert had a pretty solid alibi, watching TV and being completely oblivious to anything around him. Needless to say, it was pretty rock solid that it could only be one person, and that left Noah. So in the process of elimination, we're trying to figure out, and I was just asking him. I just wanted him to come clean because, I'm just like, just tell the truth. It's not a big deal. I really don't care that anybody threw anything at my door. I just want you to, stand up and take responsibility for what you did. And the whole time I'm going over this, I'm starting to get a little angry, and I'm just raking him over the coals left and right. You tell me what you did. I'm not going to be mad. I just need you to tell me. And he would just stand his ground, composed, self-assured, and he would say, I don't know who did it. It wasn't me. And never once did he lose control, scream out like a child, throw a tantrum. Not once. Later on, Jonah goes to Grandma and confesses that he snuck away like a little ninja and did it himself. So we found out that Noah was telling the truth, and the whole time was not getting upset like the child he used to be. Could. Anyways, I had to give it to Jonah for finally saying that he did it and standing up like he did, which I was really proud of him for doing. And of course, I really wasn't mad. It was just kids being kids, and I just wanted to know who did it. And at that moment, I was really looking at Noah as a man and not as a child. So I'm really thankful to have known him, to have watched him grow, and see what he turned into. So, thank you.